When to see a healthcare provider about your snoring. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Alema Health Matters. Is this your first time? I urge you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video and also share. You can also comment on the comment section and share your views about this video. Don't forget to click on the bell so that you will be notified every time I upload a new video. By the end of this discussion, we will be able to achieve the following objectives. Number 1, the 9 common causes of snoring. Number 2, when to speak to your healthcare provider about snoring. Almost everyone snores occasionally. Habitual snoring occurs around 40% of adult women and 57% of adult men, and some people snore regularly without any other sleep-related symptoms. However, snoring can be caused by a sleep disorder called sleep apnea, which disrupts sleep and can lead to other health issues. Snoring may also be the result of a person's natural anatomy and weight, or behaviors such as drinking alcohol or sleeping in certain positions. Understanding the varied causes of snoring can help you determine whether your snoring is something you should be concerned about and what steps you can take to address it. What are the common causes of snoring? Snoring happens when air cannot flow freely through the airway as you breathe in and out during sleep. When the airway is narrowed or partially blocked, breathing causes the tissues of the upper airway to vibrate, resulting in the sound you hear when someone snores. There are many possible reasons that a person may have chronically narrowed or blocked airway during sleep that causes snoring. Number 1 cause is obstructive sleep apnea. Not everyone who snores has obstructive sleep apnea, but most people with obstructive sleep apnea snore. Obstructive sleep apnea is a common sleep-related breathing disorder that frequently goes undiagnosed. Obstructive sleep apnea is marked by repeated pauses in breathing during sleep due to partial or complete collapse of the airway. People with sleep apnea tend to snore loudly with periods of silence as breathing stops. When they resume breathing, it can sound like gasping or snorting. The second cause is alcohol and sedative medications. Alcohol and other sedatives cause snoring by relaxing the muscles that support tissue around the airway. So, chronic snorers, including those with obstructive sleep apnea who drink alcohol, experience more severe snoring. Physicians often recommend avoiding alcohol and sedative medications during the hours leading up to bedtime to reduce snoring. The third cause of snoring is smoking. Cigarette smoking is another risk factor for snoring. It's not clear exactly why people who smoke are more likely to snore, but researchers propose that It may be due to upper airway inflammation and edema in smokers. Quitting smoking has been shown to improve snoring, but it can take time. The fourth cause of snoring is head and neck anatomy. The size and shape of certain structures can constrict the airway and lead to snoring. For example, people are more likely to snore if they have a deviated septum, which is when the wall between nostrils is bent or skewed to one side. Additionally, growths in the nasal passages called polyps, having a small jaw, and having an enlarged tongue or tonsils can contribute to snoring. The fifth cause is chronic nasal congestion. Having a stuffy nose during sleep may lead to snoring by reducing the flow of air through the airway and causing the airway to collapse. Allergy or infections are the most common causes of nasal congestion, but other contributors include being in a dry air environment or having a deviated septum. When these conditions persist over time, nasal congestion can become chronic and lead to habitual snoring. The sixth cause is sleep position. Snoring occurs more often when you are laying on your back, also called supine position. When you are on your back, gravity pulls the tissues surrounding your airway downward, which makes the airway more narrow. Research on snorers has shown that the frequency and intensity of snoring decreases in some patients when they lay on their side, also called lateral position. The seventh cause is being overweight. Having extra tissue in the neck can lead to a smaller airway size and an increased susceptibility to airway collapse. Weight loss may improve snoring in individuals who are overweight. A study found that men who lost at least 6 pounds experienced reductions in the frequency of their snoring, with great weight losses being associated with near elimination of snoring. The eighth cause of snoring is aging. Older age is associated with a number of sleep changes, including increased snoring. The tongue and the muscles that surround the airway may become weaker as you get older. Engaging in mouth and other exercises, also called myofunctional therapy, may reduce snoring caused by weak muscles. A review of studies found that myofunctional therapy reduced snoring intensity and frequency. The ninth cause of snoring is hypothyroidism. Hypothyroidism is a condition in which the thyroid gland underfunctions and does not produce enough thyroid hormone. If left untreated, it leads to symptoms such as a puffy face, hoarse voice, slow speech, and slow heart rate. It can also contribute to snoring. Researchers administered sleep studies in 20 hypothyroidism patients and found that all of them snored. Treatment for hypothyroidism involves taking a medication that replaces the thyroid hormone deficiency. When should you speak with a healthcare provider about your snoring? A potential health concern for someone who snores is that snoring may be a sign of sleep apnea. If you snore and also have any other of these obstructive sleep apnea symptoms, it's a good idea to speak with a healthcare provider if pauses in breathing during sleep followed by choking, snorting, or gasping sounds, waking up frequently at night, daytime sleeplessness, honing, headaches. Snoring often goes unnoticed by the snorer. Rather, a bed partner or housemate alerts the affected individual about their snoring and other nighttime obstructive sleep apnea symptoms. It could also be helpful to talk with a healthcare provider if your snoring is affecting your bed partner's sleep and you'd like to explore treatment options. That is the last part of this discussion. Thank you for watching. I urge you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video and also share.